Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, the move of this motion asked me to detach myself from the James Marape I am to the office I hold. Mr. Speaker, that is a statement depicting his lifestyle. You are not two persons, you're one person. In leadership, in private or in public, you're one person. Mr. Speaker, that is why he stands continual beneficiary of DSIP under my government's program, because I'm one person. Mr. Speaker.
Member about one point of order.
Point of order. You know, DSIP is a law of the land. When we pass the law, people are about deserve DSIP. PM continues to make those wrong statements. It's not our personal thing. That's why I said it's the office of the Prime Minister. Me too are friends here. I supported him in Hela chairmanship. I supported him in everything. But when things are wrong, I have to protect the office of the Prime Minister, not Marape. Thank you, Speaker.
Honorable Member of Law, Honorable Emi, all right, that's all. Talk, you like make him, you got time to make him. By Milar and Prime Minister and finish him, talk, longan. You said you got talk, lo make him the sila, you can go make him. Milar and Emi, finish him, talk, longan.
Mr. Speaker, once you into elected office, you have one character. That's the reason why in my character of forgiveness, tolerance, patience, treating others as you would want them to treat you. You rubbish my Bible, you rubbish the Bible, but this is the Bible that makes me who I am, and the tolerance I have for you. Mr. Speaker, coincidentally, two of my former health ministers nominated and seconded the motion of my senior, Governor Iparas, to be the nominee. Two of my former health ministers, they were conferred the privilege of serving their country as health ministers. One chose to walk away earlier in 2020, the mover, after having paid off our service provider substantial money. That service provider was due anyway. Paid a big pharmaceutical company substantial money. 2 weeks after that, he moved off to Vanimo camp.
Honorable Member of Law, point of order,
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. The reason why I left the office of the Prime Minister, because he signed a 10 million NEC submission without my approval for the COVID. For the COVID cure. Now, stop going, those are NEC decisions. I did not personally pay these people that he's claiming. Those are NEC decisions. But for him to undermine me as health minister and sign a cabinet submission for a 10 million for COVID cure, that's unbelievable. You want to argue? Okay.
Honorable Member of Law, point of order, I mean, I'm talking true or not true, because some all information may play no sabe or fact or whatever, and we will allege, Prime Minister allege, you allege, you have so. I mean, I point of order, is up, now Prime Minister, you continue long. Statement, please.
Mr. Speaker, we're not engaged in a debate here. We are not engaged in a debate here, Mr. Speaker, and for the record, those were what transpired at that time. The seconder served also in a very good minister on the record. I have no complaints about him. But misfired in our government's intention to deliver provincial hospitals and a 200 million kina that was designated for provincial hospitals. He did well, best of intention, gave to PHAs. Our instruction was clearly work on delivering 22 provincial hospitals for our country. Having delivered Wabek, And I must commend him and Governor Iparas for the work in Wabek Hospital. Anga Hospital being progressed and delivered to a world-class hospital. We thank Australian government for this. But my instruction for delivery of the other two provincial hospitals, and I can understand, capacity at the department maybe was lacking. And Department of Health is subjected to this direction from Cabinet to deliver. Unfortunately, those work remain outstanding. I want to say, why am I making these two reference points? Former ministers sitting on the other side, two of them never voted for me as Prime Minister, to be Prime Minister in 2019. Yet, James Marape being James Marape, allowed two of them to come in. One, the member for Medeng, my friend, was appointed to prosecute corruption. The biggest advocate against corruption in the country on record is the member for Medeng, and I applaud him for this. 2 years as police minister, not 2 days or 2 months, 2 years as police minister. Not one prosecution of corruption. He knows.
We got point of order, member of Ramadan.
Mr. Speaker, my point of order is I am not have powers of police officers to go and arrest. Otherwise, I would arrest all my colleagues over there. So we don't got power. So why Prime Minister talk? Me not working on the prosecution. Me talking about give power on me, not by me arresting, but I'm not giving. Something like top point, Mr. Thank you.
Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, because I am bound by Cabinet sanctum principles, I am not at full liberty to disclose everything else. Mr. Speaker, my learned member for Sinisina Yongumuk on the other side, I appointed him without even voting for me to be Prime Minister to deliver a take-back PNG mantra policy that he knows he supports, I support. Having served 5 years as Petroleum Minister, never delivered one iota of paper to our country.
Honorable member of Sinisina Yongumuk, point of order
now. Now time leave me out the morgan peg out of me now. Samla Sardin, all big boys walking must let him stay in Lausman. I know can come out with ya. Legally talk too much, so maybe I don't like touching them. Maybe I look the Arim Tasolista. But since I'm walking publicly, me like to send. Thank you, you give me this opportunity, me say. Through me no voting you. But somehow you liking me. Now, Prime Minister liking me. I don't know why I'm liking me. Some say me no like him, but he come. He come laos for me 3 blood time. You know 1 blood time. This blood garden you blood sinda na kaya stop me no walking na me no long man na by me carry below me come me chat na raus me kaya lo garden you blood walking. Me to me more send na me to no can give me man walking garden stop go give more. But 3 blood time me come na him asking me. So me accept him. But having accepted, I want to make it clear to all of you here. I overperformed. All right? Nobody can take the record away from me. Hear me out. The only thing we failed is on the production sharing arrangement. Bill was here, but those people on the government side blocked it. I did the work. If they had supported it, we will have production sharing here already. All right? So on the other hand, I brought Kumul Petroleum Holdings into operation. I brought Kumul Mining into operation, National Energy Authority into operation. The National Petroleum Authority bill was finalized by me. It's ready to be tabled by my successor minister. It's on the business paper already. So who can say I didn't work? No. On top of that, with the PM's own support, I negotiated and signed for the Pinia and Gas Agreement, and I got Papua over the line by making sure about 9 associated legislations were brought to the floor and legislated. That's a mountain of work in 2.5 years. Who can say I've been sitting on my haunches? So, Prime Minister, you know what you were doing. I gave you the results. Please don't complain about me.
Honorable Member of Sinayang Moles, Prime Minister, so semi talking more talking me walking me through. I'm going to have learned by Inoda. Semi walk. So, Prime Minister, you may continue.
Mr. Speaker, I'm just putting some pointers through, and I want to on record place my appreciation to the former ministers who served under my watch in their own time and space. They moved on. Member for Sinasina Yongumuk did deliver Pinyang. Under my watch, Pinyang was secured at a 63% total state gain for our country. And I want to commend him. He worked very hard in that space, 63%. Why am I raising this? Some work we do, some work left incomplete. For me, at the 50th, and I want to thank this House for maintaining leadership. No Prime Minister before me, and certainly myself, will not complete all work in our time in office, but some work must be done. One thing that remains outstanding is a shift from existing regime of resource harvest. And I told the sector, told the industry, and the minister, former Minister Kua was with me in Brisbane when we conversed with them. By 2025, these laws will be changed. Last year, this Parliament approved Rausim Takis to those who are earning under 20,000 kina. Never done before. Never done before. Sambla Singa Ranta, including Muva Nabote and staff, Deputy Prime Minister Lombla time. Remember Lombla time? Let me clear one and making before time Salo government. Stable period. 2002 to 2011 was the most stable period in our nation's history when there was no vote of no confidence time. Remember for Abba was Deputy Prime Minister. He's got his own record to tell the country. I had the mover mentioning that 3 times PBC failed on the record. 7 times the opposition, Mr. Speaker, abused the process. Abused the process. One blood time, one blood sickness, I know correct.
Honorable Member of Labao,
Mr. Speaker, PM keep on defending the PBC. Supreme Court ruling is very clear. Very clear. Don't repeat yourself again. It doesn't taste good whatsoever to everybody on the floor and outside of this Honorable House. Supreme Court has already made a decision on the poor performance of your committee, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Honorable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, Supreme Court's ruling was made on PBC that said on 27th of November 2024. For the record, this Parliament, the country must know, this opposition have been acting as a busybody since 2024.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
We have a point of order, Honorable Opposition Leader.
Mr. Speaker, as all members of Parliament know, the role of the opposition is to keep the executive accountable, and that's what we've been doing. Mr. Speaker, can the Prime Minister stop gloating, make his thank you speech, and then sit down? Thank you.
Honorable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I withdraw the word busybody, and I want to. They have their constitutional role, but just for the record, the 5 other times their motions were defective. You know, Mr. Speaker, wrong signature. Number 1. One time they write 4 and they went to 6 instead of putting the 5th. They did default in the process that continued to cost this Parliament and this country money. You know, Mr. Speaker, to come back to Parliament costs money. To conduct all these things costs money. Our governors, you have a higher power than the DDA power. Whilst government tidy the process of decentralization, which will be part of our 50th anniversary announcements, I ask you, what are you using with the existing powers you have? Power that means you have custody and supervision over village court, over land mobilization, over lower education. These are powers you have.
Your point of order.
The Prime Minister is misleading the House, so I just want to make a correction. The village courts come under the Department of Justice and Attorney General, not the provincial governments. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, my mind cannot recall exactly the section of law right now. But if he looks into the organic law and provincial and local level government, whilst reporting, a report to Wegani. But there is an administrative arrangement with the province. Administrative arrangements. And so, Mr. Speaker, the point is, and not to enter into debate, laws are bound. I want to point to all governors. We have, since 2020, put in land mobilization funds. No governors have come to us yet stating, I got land available in my province. Provincial governors, you don't have vote of no confidence challenges like Prime Minister said. You have a 5-year mandate. You have a 5-year mandate.
The Prime Minister is misleading our people again. First of all, his mandate is a proxy mandate by members of parliament. Yeah. Governor's mandate is a direct mandate. There is a huge difference, and if he understands the principles of law and of democracy, he would appreciate this. Second of all, in terms of land mobilization, Mr. Speaker, many of us have been dealing with the Honourable Minister for Lands, and he knows the difficulties we have in mobilizing traditional customary land for development. Until and unless our laws are changed substantially. And many of us have also sat down with international companies to try to attract them to come and invest. The problem lies in our legal framework around land. And until that is resolved by this or any other government, we will continue to have those problems. It is unfair of the Prime Minister to push responsibilities that are not ours down to us when he knows very clearly that apart from Bougainville, all other lands functions for all provinces still lie in Waigani. So please stop misleading our people, good Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, with respect to Governor for East Sepik, it is not a statement of misleading, but a statement of fact and work. You, Governor, the responsibility is for you two at the provinces. No. In 2021, Mr. Speaker, a little 5 million kina was passed to East Sepik provincial government, targeted for a land plan. The entire Sepik plain is the biggest plain in our country. James Marape don't visit Sepik because Rachel is from Sepik. Rather, I visit Sepik because of the great potential of the plain to be harnessed. Yet the provincial government is busy playing politics at national level and not attending to responsibilities at home.
What's your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, I was elected to handle the politics on behalf of the people of East Sepik. I have a very capable local level government. I have a very capable public service operating in my province. If you have issues with the competence of my public servants, then you should say so. Me no one man show na me by giving Odalol man lo makin disla contract tao. Give him 380 million kina contract when the tender evaluation committee says it's only worth 200 million. I don't do things like that. I don't go and award 247 million kina contracts to my ministers. That doesn't happen in East Sepik. So please, you, I'm a maslo win blow you na talk thread. No can suit him pinga nabat lo midlo narla.
Honorable members, me now I'm by the sila personal or whenever, but you must stop him. I take him narla or narla. So Prime Minister, you looking speeches blow you na. You me when a man, let him house me. When I'm not, you no come here, I'll take him, you me, personally.
All right. Mr. Speaker, thank you, Lord. You steering ship yet, Lord Parliament, Tete. Don't ask me, Lord, scaling me at Marapena, Prime Minister, not side. So now you wear him head plume as a Prime Minister now. I'm making talk. Some time, help he come. Make him walk before you shoot him, talk. You know, make him walk, stop. No can shoot him, talk to us. Each of us tend to be judged by our people. Lo one and walking, we walk. Big plane in Sepik, sit down, sleep, sorry, stop. What are washing stuff, nothing. Let's get to work. Governors and key economic sector ministers, let's work. Put the economy beyond the 200 billion kina mark we said in 2019. And then, all of us, can try to race for office and to operate inside.
We got another point of order. Deputy Opposition Leader.
Mr. Speaker, as we appreciate the Prime Minister giving his thank you message, he's making so much reference that the provinces are not performing, that the governors are just too busy playing politics, yet he has made no mention about how he has implemented budgets and that what he has done in the last 6 years. The country is waiting to hear. Can he please elucidate? Thank you.
Prime Minister.
Speaker, I'm just asking for all of us to work and reporting on the work that we've been doing, as I said earlier.